Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. I need to get carving that pumpkin. Okay. It would have to go on my list of things that I'm needing to accomplish over the next couple of days. Anyway, before we get into that, let's do a reading, a morning reading, a mid-morning. It's not mid-morning, it's 9:22. Okay, what message is coming through to you? I have the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. We can pull a card from there. And then I have the Kawaii Tarot. I really like the descriptive book in here. So the pictures may look cute, but they're very insightful messages. Okay, and then I have Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. I was having a right chat to myself as I was making my coffee. It was like, we're really chatty. It's like, okay, what's on the cards for today? I'm not too sure. Let's go and have a look. Okay, let's do that then. So, cheers, cheers, cheers to Wednesdays. Okay, so if we start with this deck, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. There is a tarot deck to go with this as well. I rarely use it. Maybe that's a prompt to use that soon. Sooner rather than later is coming through. So it's a bit of a wetness day out there today. It's a bit drizzly. Okay, it's been raining. It's a raining man, hallelujah. It's raining man, amen. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna let myself get absolutely soaking wet. Okay, so we have a prayer. I say a little prayer for you. From the moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, it's time to make up. Make up or break up. Okay. I say a little prayer for you. Interesting, because this is from the third chakra, the yellow chakra, which is the solar plexus. And yesterday, I felt like that area was being activated. It's like a movement. You can do this. Okay. Let me give you the overall impression of the yellow cards. Okay. Explore your thought processes. So the overall impression is intellectual. The keywords creative, intellect, precise, cooperative, reasonable, innovation, originality, wisdom, instinct. Manifest an intention. The yellow cards of the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra, reveal our planning processes. Do we have a logical or a scattered approach? Because they represent thinking and problem solving. Yellow cards reveal our ability to resolve issues. In essence, they show what's on our mind. So that's interesting, seeing as I was having a good old chat to myself, like more than, well, it was noticeable because I giggled. Okay, we're very chatty today. So in yellow, we turn on the lights and let the spirits know we are home. If we don't let them know where we are, they cannot bring us our desires. Ultimately, the third chakra relates to our instinct and to how our life is directed by it. When we can see how our instinct guides our thoughts, we will understand why we do what we do. And when it relates to our emotions, instinct is frequently the first thing that gets shut down. Remember what I said. Look to the previous chakra, the second chakra in this case, if you feel blocked. Every decision we have ever made in a flash, every decision we have ever made is made in a flash to move forward or to step. There is a moment, a split second, in which we decide in this chakra. Sorry, let me put that full stop there. There is a moment, a split second, in which we decide. In this chakra, you decide if you will allow magic into your life. Okay, so let's have a look at enlightenment. Enlightenment? It says prayer. Well, we're going to have a look at enlightenment. Topaz. The opportunity to make an enlightened decision is inherent in Topaz. A journey of true destiny is the vibrational energy here. Regal gold and earthy brown mix to create something spectacular. Your experience will guide others. Okay, let's read prayer. Cool lemonade. Inquiry and original thoughts are inspired by the angels in lemon yellow. Cut through and face the truth and surrender to a higher calling. There is collaboration here and a willingness to change one's mind. Try letting go of control. Okay, that was a message of the prayer. So let me go to the Kawaii Tarot. Sweet days ahead. It says it on the front of the book. Let's have some coffee. I've got this piece of hair that just keeps, I don't know, flinging forward. It's like one lock of hair. Okay, let's get the cards out. There are some that are reversed and there are some that are upright. Coffee? Coffee. Cheers. Let me just tuck this lock of hair again. Just keeps pinging forward. Okay. Right, let's shuffle these cards. Will you allow magic into your life? You can change your mind. The Eight of Pentacles. Look at that halo above those pentacles. The Hierophant. A higher calling. And one more card, please. And the Five of Wands. Well, that's inner conflict, turmoil. Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Boom, boom, boom. The Eight of Pentacles. Craftsmanship, pride, spiritual peace. The Eight of Pentacles is a card that speaks to your career and skills. It usually appears as a message of encouragement. What is that word? Encouragement that you are doing the right thing. This is the hard worker card. It's a very positive symbol, especially if you are trying hard to master a new skill. This can be a sign of an upcoming apprenticeship or otherwise directed education. If you are a teacher and you receive this card, it can mean that you will experience good engagement and feedback from your students soon. Unlike most of the other Pentacle cards, this card not only implies financial gain, but also signifies spiritual wealth, a happiness and pride in one's work and life's purpose. Even if no one notices, know that you are taking yourself to a higher level. And then we have the Hierophant right next to you there. Tradition, religion, conformity. Representing conformity, following orders and doing the right thing. The Hierophant brings order and peace to groups of people, whether they are bound by religion, school, companies, or society. The Hierophant leaves virtually no room for making your own path, but instead asks that you trust the ideas of the people, maybe your family, role models, or authority figures who came before you. In particularly unstable times, this may be exactly what you need. The Hierophant is the advisor to the Emperor. I didn't know that. Now I do. The Hierophant is the advisor to the Emperor, like the High Priest is to the Empress. As card 5, it is in a space that is by nature insecure. If you think of 4 as the stability of a child on all fours, then it is easy to see how 5, a child standing on his legs for the first time, can be very unpredictable. Represented by a religious text, the Hierophant serves an important purpose in teaching and bringing up society. The Hierophant represents a realm where structure and assigned roles emphasize belief systems, which creates commonality among people. If you get this card in a reading, it suggests that you have a desire to follow due process and to stay within the conventional bounds of the status quo. To act responsibly, you may need to do what is expected of you at this time. Okay, it's like you're torn. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Okay, so the feeling the need to conform to tradition, beliefs, religions. On the other side, there is this spiritual calling. Okay, card number 5, the 5 of Wands. Let's see what the message is. Is that inner conflict? The 5 of Wands. I'm stuck on like the 4 and 5 of Cups. Okay, let's go to the Wands section. The 5 of Wands, tension, competition, new business. My belly's really rumbling here. Feels like there's thunder coming. Okay, calm down now. We know that you're not that hungry. You're not starving, are you? No. The 5 of Wands, as a card from the suit of Wands, is tied to your self-development and perhaps business ventures. This card represents a time when it feels like everything in your environment is working against you. In the case of business, you are getting your first taste of competition. This could represent a new phase of your life when you may feel unstable, and it could be a blow to your pride. But keep in mind that your competitors may be more playful than serious. This is your first time facing competition like them. But still, be bold and don't retreat. The suit and number together remind you to keep it more about your passion and drive than about challenging your competitors. The Five of Wands can suggest conflict and discussion that might be beneficial. This card is a reminder that conflict is unavoidable, and sometimes the best you can do is create a positive environment for challenging ideas and problem solving. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the decks. First of all, we shall have a look at the bottom of the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and we have Joy. It's a nice positive card. Joy is the key. You can do it. Okay, if you're a follower of Abraham Hicks, you'll know what I'm talking about. Cheers to love, life and laughter. Joy. Let's read the message. So it's like the underlying energy is this conflict, and like overriding this is joy. Right, let's get the right book and we shall read Joy. Dancing Daisy. This vibrational energy is walking on air. A pure essence of joy comes through detachment. Daisy yellow brings joy, but does not experience it. Its purpose is to radiate what is inside. This powerful energy moves your projects forward. It is too detached to be creative, but it will draw in assistance necessary to further your goals. This just takes me to the energy of the Empress, her detachment, but the joy that she brings out of you. Okay. So the bottom of the Kawaii Tarot deck is the Four of Swords in reverse. So this card came out in last night's live reading. The Four of Swords, it was like clung at the tower. It was stuck to the bottom of the book. Well, let's have a look at the reverse meaning of the Four of Swords. Frenzy, burnout, passivity. The Four of Swords can show up reversed in a reading when you have been feeling restless and frantic. You should take some time to think things over rather than deciding to do everything at once. This is especially true if some big event or occasion is over the horizon. You'll need quiet time to prepare and gather strength. In some moments, the Four of Swords reverse can simply represent the unambiguous need to stay still or slow down when you have not done so previously. Sometimes it is better to sit things out than get involved. Not everything needs your response. I feel that's part of that detachment energy there for the feminine. Sit things out. Not everything needs your response. It's that detached energy. And also, really with this Emperor energy, you have to take time to be alone, to spend time with yourself, to commune with yourself. Have a chat. Have a chat. Let's have a look at this tower. The card number 4 is the number of the Emperor. Okay, so we'll have a look at the tower message. Destruction, collapse and release. The tower, representing a grandly constructed structure in your life, is hit by lightning. I felt the thunder. I felt the thunder. I could hear it inside of my belly. Expect to be shaken up. Abrupt, jarring and painful, this card warns of unforeseen events that will cause something to come crashing down. One night the Fool stays in a tall, ancient-looking tower for the night. She is awakened by a loud noise and a crash. Suddenly everything is on the ground. This shock and flash of bright light reveal to the Fool what is true and reliable. There's the thunder. It's my belly. One's own will, not external things. Okay. So this shock and flash of bright light reveal to the Fool what is true and reliable. One's own will, not external things. She continues her journey that night, wide awake and motivated again. The tower is an indication that something old and worn out has collapsed in your life. It can be mental or related to passion and relationships. Although painful, this experience is often necessary and a sign of brighter days ahead. So really what's coming through is the detachment, the Divine Feminine, the Empress's detachment from the Divine Masculine's situation, as that's a crumbling tower. Okay, so let's get a message from the magical mermaids and dolphins. Love is all you need, love is all you need, love is all you need. Love, love, love. And then we should finish this reading off with a message from Rumi. Soulmate relationship. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. Your desire to be in a great love relationship has manifested, and you're being guided to create or maintain that situation right now. This relationship has a deep spiritual basis, with both partners having true faith and profound beliefs. You and your partner share similar spiritual concepts and are open-minded when it comes to learning about implementing new practices. This partnership flows to you naturally right now. However, if you worry about or try to force the situation to happen, you could slow the results. It's important for you to enjoy the process leading up to your desired outcome. Dance with the movements that your manifestation has created for you. Attract your partner through your warm and relaxed demeanour, and know that heaven is taking care of all of the details for both of you. And it was 2323 when I looked up them, which is you're going through the transition. Okay. You can see here that the Emperor is very torn. Nothing's fine. Nothing's fine. I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. And it said there that both partners are full of faith. Okay, so let's finish this reading off with a message from Rumi. Okay, it's interesting. I feel drawn to get my dragon, Sophia, out of her shell, out of her egg. Sophia, come out. There's a good girl. There she is. Okay. She wants to come and lay on the cards. There you go. Let's finish with a Rumi message. Oh my goodness. Okay. Can we just choose the best card, please, that can bring through the best message needed at this time? Thank you. Let love transform. Card number 14. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hallowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set, the colours become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realise it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The great beloved is a show-off, created with such genius as to be breathtaking. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless, in a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly, there would not be even a sliver of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfilment has been found. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No, instead, trust that it will be magnificent, perfection, literally the work of great genius. Detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time when the ripeness is just right, so utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, not a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare, perhaps that might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. Well, I am so happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry, if you are just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you might want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. I'm taken to the full moon in Taurus that's on bonfire night on the 5th of November. Fireworks night. Okay. Let's do the sacred honouring ritual. Open your arms to the heavens and imagine sacred bounty pouring down more than you can hold. This is love's gift of plenty to you. Imagine whatever it is you want. Love, abundance, peace, passion, healing, purpose. Let it all descend into your body and soul, just like that. When you are ready, place your hands on your heart and say, I am love's own. I am seated with my brother Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, upon the love seat in the sacred garden of the divine creator. I am blessed to fulfill my destiny and to become divinity awakened and embodied, to receive all of life with the wings of angels at my back, so I may rise with my sacred animal feet to dance with sacred delight upon this earth. Put your hands in prayer. Bow your head for a moment. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. I have finished this reading. There's a little side note there. Above all else, I trust love. Okay. Have yourself a lovely day. And stay detached. You've got to follow love's way. Okay. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.